Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Erin, formerly Anonymous E, and she sent in another audio file, actually two ones. Pretty short, so let's get right to them.
Hey, good morning. It's been a while. Currently watching your video that you made about the great Trump boomer meltdown, and it's awesome.
Does seem to be popular.
I am the proud mother of two now voter age Trump voters. Thank you much. And I would like to take this time, actually, since I'm paying, to celebrate because there's a lot of reasons that we won. A lot of reasons that we won. God being the greatest one. But one of the reasons that we won are people like you, people like me, who have gone to fucking work since 2016, 2017, just talking to people about the truth. And the truth is winning, and we're watching it happen.
I mean, you're right. Absolutely. I mean, some of us went through a lot of nonsense and a lot of bullshit, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how well he follows through. I mean, his cabinet picks are pretty on point, other than, I can't even get that hard on Marco Rubio. He does know what he's doing. Maybe he's woken up a little bit, but the other ones, Matt Gaetz is Attorney General. Look out. Look out.
Reality now. Their matrix has been shattered. And it's now, we're all starting to creep our way at our own paces into reality. I've personally been there for a little while. But this is the greatest victory that we will see in our lifetimes. We have not won the battle, not by a long shot, but winning this election was do or die. If we hadn't have won this, then there was going to be very slim chance for us real people.
Oh, it was over. If we didn't win, it was over. Country, that was it. It was, we were either going to divide, and that's still a possibility, but it's been quiet, too quiet. I mean, like I said, they're in their final stages, they're in their cornered animal, they're in their death throw, but that's when they're even the most dangerous, because they have absolutely nothing to lose.
So, yeah, it's time to celebrate, and it's time to pat ourselves on the back for, speaking up. And I'm really enjoying watching the administration come together. I love having strong, intelligent women on our side, like Tulsi Gabbard.
DNI, exactly. But it's not only as important, it's an important lesson here, because it's not only when to speak up, it's also when to lay low. And I knew to lay low. Well, I had to lay low this last year. But it's funny because tomorrow's my 52nd birthday. Remember, birthday last year to this year is a hell of a year. It's been one hell of a year that, quite honestly, I didn't even think I was going to live through. Because if you know my story, where my grandfather lived to 51, I'm spinning. Everyone else I knew, my brother-in-law, nobody could get past 51. For now. It's wild.
Candace Owens. So to all of you women out there screaming sexism, please do uh, your fucking research, because you know what? The Democrats had a great candidate for president. Her name was Tulsi Gabbard, and we've got her now. So,
I mean, and that's the funny thing. Everything they did to themselves on that side, which is, was my point. If you give, knowing when to lay low, okay, knowing when to lay low and keep your mouth shut to get to this point. Because as I've always said, you give the narcissist enough rope, they're going to hang themselves with it. And they went with all their prosecutions. They went with spying on Tulsi. They went with trying to demonize RFK and denying him a prime. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. They make stupid statements like Trump's afraid of strong women. He makes a woman his chief of staff. They even go and they indict the mayor of New York City, who I am no fan of, Eric Adams, another Democrat, another liberal, but when he got in, yeah, we're a sanctuary city, ha ha ha, spiking the ball. Until he started feeling it and wanted to push back. And now, lo and behold, it's a crime to take plane tickets to upgrades to whatever for 10. It's ridiculous. Well, now Trump's going to be ahead of the Justice Department. So you can bet that case is going to be going away. And what was the first thing that Trump said he wanted to do? He wanted to remodernize and reopen Penn Station in its old Roman architecture, bring back Roman architecture, fix the subways in New York City. He makes Eric Adams cases go away, which they are going to go away because they're BS. You think Eric Adams is going to work with him, with mass deportation and these other plans? And then Trump becomes king of New York again. Got to play the long game. You got to know when to let your enemy destroy themselves. And all of that is because the other side can't control themselves. The other side can't control themselves, just like the abuser in your life. If you give them the opportunity, you give them the rope, they're gonna expose themselves. And all of this is their own doing. And it's delicious.
from that, yeah, I don't want to get too negative about it, but they've been a tad bit negative towards us for a couple years now. So, and that's one thing I noticed when we won. I woke up in the middle of the night because we go to bed early. I woke up in the middle of the night to check the map and I saw it and I woke up my husband. And
you went to bed? No, that's crazy. Now, normally I do fall asleep early because I'm old and out of shape, but like my adrenaline just carried me through the whole thing. I mean, I was up for almost, because then my inner shit poster came out and I had to troll everybody for the next 72 hours, but there was no going to sleep that night. Wow. I don't know how you did that one.
And we just were in shock because we really didn't think that they would let us have it.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. They didn't have it. It had to be too big to rig. That was the only way. I mean, I knew any fair election, Trump was going to win, no problem. I mean, I had no problem. I mean, the fair election part is the question. And look, if you look at Wisconsin and you look at Michigan, you look at these Senate races, and you look what they're pulling in Pennsylvania now. And again, the congressional races in California and in Nevada and Arizona with the late ballots and and every time the Republicans are ahead. And then days later, these drops, and then there's always this huge drop of thousands of ballots going one way, and it's always the same way. They tried. It was just too big to rig. It was too big. Everybody got out there early. Everybody was aware of the ballots and the ballot harvesting. Enough attention had been called on it, and the RNC, thanks to Harmeet Dillon, got into the court and got a lot of these cases decided about the ballots and the drop boxes and the signatures and the time limits, that most of them fell to our favor. So they weren't going to be able to pull what they pulled in 2020. Not on the presidential level, on the down ballot. I mean, they stole, in my opinion, they stole at least 3 Senate seats. Michigan, Nevada, and Arizona. And Wisconsin. Wisconsin's the worst, actually. Wisconsin's the worst out of all of them. But luckily, because they can't help themselves. Luckily, this time around, it's a Trump Justice Department going to be led by, hopefully, Matt Gaetz. And I don't expect Gaetz to get confirmed by the Senate. It's going to have to be some kind of recess appointment. And he might have to hold back and put in a temporary AG. That's even with somebody that's already been confirmed by the Senate that they can't do it, somebody as acting AG. Somebody that's so horrible, they're like, okay, we'll just give you Gaetz. That's how that works. Gaetz, one way or another, I think it's going to be AG. And when that happens, then we can investigate all of these races and see what has been going on for years with all these Senate and congressional races, that the Republicans are winning until 3-4 days later and 6-7 lawsuits later, lo and behold, here's the Democrat. And then once again, oh, darn, no. Let them take their seat, okay? And then we'll investigate and we'll see what's what. And you might see some of these Senate seats and some of these congressional seats won by Democrats are going to be very, very short-lived. We'll see. I could tell you this. I could tell you Adam Schiff's tenure as a senator is going to be very short-lived based on what he did. All the lies and all the nonsense that he has. He can't hide it. It's going to be great, good, congratulations. You made it to senator in a state that really has still majority no moral backbone. Made great strides. What Trump got within 11, awesome. There is hope. But a majority still thinks that pencil neck geek is what needs to represent him. I don't think he's going to be there very long. Not under this Trump justice system. Nor do I think Vindman, who won a congressional seat in Virginia, the whistleblower, it's Lieutenant Colonel, that guy. Yeah, he isn't going to be in Congress very long either, based on what on his past. But they can't help themselves. They will act like it's business as usual right to the final minute.
And we cried because our country, the people, the voters of our country saved our boys' futures. We cried really happy tears, but we do know that there's a lot of work to be done. But the next thing I noticed after releasing those tears, I had a lot of anger left to release that I didn't realize I had. I actually, it's like I feel like I'm finally able to let go of some of the anger for, not just COVID, but I was thinking about it and Obamacare, okay? Because when we had our family, my husband had a job at a car dealership, painting cars, and I was a stay-at-home mom. And with our insurance from his little blue-collar job, we easily afforded to be pregnant with, give birth to, and then have all the follow-up doctor's appointments. After birth for a few years, they've got lots and lots of doctor's appointments easily, without me working. It was when Obamacare came Not only could we not afford insurance, which we paid for anyway because you have to, not only could we hardly afford that insurance, but the insurance coverage became for shit. And you can't afford your doctor's bills on top of your premiums.
Yeah, the whole thing became a giant gaslight. It was garbage. It was always garbage. But, you know, they figure eventually Americans get used to the garbage, and what are you going to do about it? And that's what Trump was all about. That's what he rose up. He was like, that's where Obama was. See, you got to remember where Obama was when he was leaving office. He was like, what are you going to do about it? You can't wave a magic wand and fix these things. They had no idea Trump was going to win. Like, this is why they were so blindsided in 2016. The nice thing about this, like the narcissist in your own life, you can never really hope for justice. In these cases, in the societal narcissism cases, especially these government MFers, oh yeah, you better hope for justice. You better demand justice, righteous justice. The things that were taken away, yeah, I get, yeah. You're mad. You're mad because you had a good life going, and for no good reason, it was ripped away from you for some liberal BS, some liberals poli-sci 101 pipe dream, some crunchy pipe dream, and now this is where we are. I feel the anger. I mean, I feel the anger on that. On that, not only, I mean, not only did I lose my job, Jesus, it was at the end of 2012. I lost my job for doing my job for no good reason. Couldn't do anything about it. Rebuilt myself, found a niche. Nobody would touch me for 2 years. Everything's fallen apart. Nobody would touch me for 2 years. I finally start talking into a micro at a laptop, post a video I had of a phone call from years ago with my mother, and boom, somehow I'm able to build a life out of it. And it's going well. And it's building. And then Trump wins. And here come the algorithms. Oh, you got X amount. You went from 10,000, 20, 30,000 views a day to 2,000 views a day. Like, what? Like, I was never a huge channel. Sometimes I get 50,000, 100,000 views a day, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views. Subscriber count stays the same. 5 people, 10 people subscribe, 11 people unsubscribe, 10 people subscribe, 9 people unsubscribe. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yet you see these other channels coming on with nonsense. 5,000 subscribers, 6,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. Their videos, 40, 50, 100, 200,000, a million views on them. Consistently with maybe 10,000 or 15,000 subscribers. I got nearly 32,000 subscribers. And then every day you got to read, I thought you were gone. I had no idea you had video. I haven't been notified. Where did all these videos come from? Where did all these? And I understand I do take breaks, but that ain't it. These are people who are subscribed, have clicked the bell and done all that. We're supposed to be getting notified every time I post a video. I said I was unsubscribed. I was this. I missed 1,000 video. Like, what happened? I thought you retired. So yeah, that's where the anger comes from. And yeah, that's why you got to demand justice. And there's a lot of people who have stories like that. And that's why I fought for as well. And I could never fully walk away from YouTube because I was praying for this day where maybe, and we're not even there yet, maybe this all gets fixed through Elon and Gates and and maybe hopefully this all gets fixed. Because the one thing Trump isn't doing, besides him and Kennedy, is hiring other boomers in his cabinet. Is he? Delicious.
I don't want to get off on too much of a tangent, but I hope everybody sees that this is something that's been going on a while. You know, things used to be good. We used to be able to fall in love, get married, purchase a home, and have a family, and not lose that home, and not worry all the time about losing our job or our benefits.
Here's a great example, because this is something me and Charlene talk about, because, we have this, this day and age, Sling Box, whatever service you use in Fire Stick service, whatever. You can get any show, anytime, streaming 24/7. My favorite show as a kid was Emergency. It was a firefighter show. It was Emergency and Chips. But Emergency was Squad 51, Engine 51, out in California. What Emergency was, for those of you who don't know, was a firefighter show based out of Los Angeles, where it was basically a public service message from California to the country. It's like, hey, come out to California and become a firefighter, paramedic, become a firefighter, become a cop, check out the hospitals. And it was all, you can, in just this one firehouse, you can go to calls at the beach, in the mountains, in the country, or in the suburbs, or in the city. I mean, it's in California. It's an amazing place geographically. And you go and you're watching them go in these houses, seeing how people lived, and the morality and the goodness behind it. That's what we were. That's what everybody's telling you was so evil. And in this show that was produced in the 70s, in the early 70s, okay, you had diverse casts. Dr. Morton, okay, Vince the cop. There were black people and Marco Lopez, firefighter Marco Lopez. I mean, Johnny Gage. Johnny Gage was an American Indian. I mean, come on. This is in the 70s, and these were your heroes growing up. That's what we were. But that's what they're telling, and that's what this other side wants to tell you is such a problem. Go watch them. I'm telling you, you can find it. We watch that show all the time. It's with Julie London and Bobby Trout and who played Dr. Brackett? I can't remember his name offhand right now, but like legends. And Julie London was this torch singer, just famous torch singer. Bobby Trout wrote Route 66. I mean, it was such a wonderful show. There was a lot of thought, and it was real too. They didn't candy coat anything. There was death. There was death of children. I mean, basically, to be honest with you, it was really calling out. Me and Charlene watch it. Because all the kids that are coming in now, because that show started in 1971, 72, so right when I was born. So like when a 4 or 5-year-old came in, like season 5 or 6, that was my age. It's like, oh, here's another negligent mother, left her kid in the car. Here's another negligent mother, left the cabinet open while I was on. And it was like they were calling out the boomers then, like, hey, you're going to kill your kids. And kids died. It was real. Great show, though. Still something you can watch with your family.
It didn't used to be this way. I think Ollie knows this because he's my age and he had kids around the same time. I think a lot of people in our generation know this, and we made sure that our voter age kids that just got fucked over by this pandemic knew it too. But anyway, I don't want to go off on too much of a rant, and this is supposed to be a celebration, and it is. But what I'm saying is, I got a little bit of negativity to release, we can finally rest for a second. We won the election. But no, there's still a lot to be done, and there's still a lot of truth that needs to come out. And now is not the time to stop fighting. As Mama or
Mama.
whatever accent she's using today,
Uh,
would
who
say,
cares? She is, after January, she is completely irrelevant. You will never see her again, boy.
um, the fight's not over. Anyway, congratulations to, you know, the majority of the people on this channel. I know that probably anyone left over that still can't seem to figure things out has left the channel long ago.
Oh, they're still around and they're still, oh, stop talking about politics, talk about the boomer. Like, if you can't connect dots, go. Like, this is what this is. You can't see the importance of talking about this. Then go. Go. Don't tell me what to talk about on my channel. Not you, Aaron.
I wish them all the best. Until you join our team, I really do wish them all the best and enjoy this Trump economy that's going to be coming, because we're going to be drilling, baby, drilling, and all kinds of great things that none of them can appreciate right now, but you just wait until they start seeing it change.
I think we're bringing back the Jetsons. Like, I watched the Jetsons last night. Like, this is what we were promised. Elon's catching rockets out of space. Trump's posting about flying cars. Whatever technology, like, I'm telling you, we might be at the precipice of something huge. We really are. We really might be. So it is encouraging.
Their bank accounts, because I'm real tired of the way that this administration has changed our bank accounts. Okay. And I know I'm not alone. Congratulations, everybody. God bless you all. God bless Ollie, Charlene, the channel. God bless America.
Absolutely. And look, I'm very fortunate. As bad as it is and as tough as it is, I've been very fortunate to make it this far. I have. And if it wasn't for this channel and certain people and a bunch of you, I don't know where I'd be. But in a year, boy, things have changed. And there is another audio. Hold on.
It's me again. Real quick, I just wanted to add, because it's very, very important, that if it had not been for the emergence of online self-help, psychology, and specifically narcissistic education that's been going on for, quite some time now, but it's just been my own personal experience that once you learn the tactics of narcissists, once you learn everything they do, and you learn how to see them, you don't only just see them in your family. Like, you see that really our government is nothing more than a very, very large scale narcissistic bully, but I wanted to add this because, it's, Ollie's importance in the movement should not be discounted. That fact, what he contributed by educating people on narcissism, it wakes people up, period. Not just to their family. It wakes people up when they're educated about these dynamics in relationships. So thank you, Ollie, and everyone, that's online doing that. And I don't want to take too long, because this was just a quick add-on, and I'm not sending you any more money, but I thought it was an important thing to add. So thanks again, Ollie. I hope you guys are good. Have a good day. Bye.
Well, that's cool. Well, I wasn't expecting any more money for that. But that's fine. Thank you for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. it's a tough. I understand. I've been around a very long time on this, and I was one of the ones on the forefront. I do. I still do have a hard time hearing compliments and and really accepting it, but I appreciate it. Okay. I wish I could have been around a little bit more this last year, but honestly, it worked out. It worked out for the best for everybody. It really did work out perfectly. So I appreciate it. And just remember, everybody, you can't forgive and you can't forget on this one. You can't. But things are looking up, and we might be at a point where we're about to explode into some real progress. So that'll be a good thing. All right, everybody. Thank you, Erin, for your story and your contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you have your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.